Hi, I am going to show you ReadWriteThink.org's student interactives today, and we'll run through one in particular. There are 58 student interactives for use with one or more ReadWriteThink lesson, or available as standalone activities in your own lessons. These activities span all 5 pillars of reading and grades K through 12. And although they're not designed for repeated use, they're excellent practice for very important literacy skills. And they provide this practice in an advertisement-free environment that requires no subscription. So we're going to follow these steps to find and use the interactives. First of all, we'll go to readwritethink.org and scroll over the classroom resources and find student interactives. Select. Now, when you come to this page, you'll see that you can search for the interactives by keyword, by grade level, by type, a few other objectives here. You could search this way. You can also click on See All Student Interactives and browse through all 58. And the main part of the page shows you the interactives. If I click on this, shows you the interactives and gives a quick overview of what it's for, or how to use it, and it has the grade level as well and the type of learning that we're doing here. So if I click on student interactive type here on the left sidebar, click more, I'm going to find the learning about language section, and there are 10 interactives out of the 58 that involve learning with language. And one that I want to show you is called Construct a Word. So we'll click on that and we'll go to the Construct a Word page. You can see the URL here if you want to have access directly to the interactive. You can find out more on the overview, and you can also look at lessons that use this interactive as part of the learning activities. So this is a great resource right here to get not only the interactive, but to put it to use with a lesson that's been created by someone from ReadWriteThink.org. Now, if we want to go straight to the interactive, we'll just click Get Started. These are Flash activities, so if you don't have Flash, you might need to install Flash, or you might need to update your Flash if you get a message on here. And the first thing you need to do for Construct a Word is put your name in and click Begin. Now, let's talk a little bit about the drawbacks to the student interactives. Although there aren't a lot, one drawback is that these interactives, they're not really designed for a repeated use. They're designed for maybe a few student uses, and then I think you can see in this example that students might get tired after a little while. There aren't that many rhymes that are available here for this word building activity. There are a lot of rhymes that I'd like to see students have access to, like the IGHT, for example, but these are simpler than that, and I think that if you employed this in a lesson once or twice, you're probably going to max out the use. Another drawback is that because these are Flash, these are rely on Flash, you can get into some technological problems. Flash seems to be needing an update pretty often, and sometimes there are also a pop-up, so you might have to configure your computers to make sure that it allows pop-ups from readwritethink.org. But that's pretty much all. Let's go ahead and run through this real quickly. Let's click a rhyme, and do and put it in the box. Now we need to make as many words as we can using and. You can see there's all the letters of the alphabet that plus some blends here at the end. So we're going to start alphabetically. Band's a word. So it just throws it in my word bank. And it tells me how many words I need to create as I go. There's 7 more. Fan. Now, if I pick a word, I try to create a word that doesn't exist, we get a little red beep. Okay. 5 more, 4, 'Now when we finish, it provides a list that you could print out, and it allows you to go to a different word ending. So quick activity, fun to do for students, and there are 57 more just like this, depending on the grade level and what you want to teach. So I hope you'll give these a shot. And if you check out my handout that I did for this video, you will get all the instructions for how to get here, which you could share with teachers who maybe aren't watching the video. You could also go at the end of my instructions. There's a short video that explains how to save work on the 20 out of 58 interactives that allow you to save your work. There's a short tutorial video on how to do that. And those 20 are especially useful for any classes that are have time limitations. I've had situations where my students are halfway through an interactive and we've had to save the work so we could come back to it the next period, and it's really nice to be able to do that. But you do have to give your students some time to learn how to save it, and make sure they save it in a safe place. Well, that's all there really is to the interactives. I hope you'll give them a look if you haven't already done so, and feel free to make comments to this video on the YouTube link that I'm providing in my lesson. Thank you very much.